Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, let us see how the matrix multiplication works. Matrix multiplication is very much different when compared to matrix addition or subtraction. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two matrices. I'm going to call the first matrix as A, and this matrix is going to have these values. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And now I'm going to create another matrix called B, and this matrix is going to have these values. So let's say 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, and the dimension of matrix A is going to be 2 cross 2, and the dimension of matrix B is also going to be 2 cross 2, where this 2 represents the number of rows and this 2 represents the number of columns, and here again this 2 represents the number of rows and this 2 represents the number of columns. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw two lines which are going to be very much important. So the first line which I'm going to draw is here, which is horizontal line, and now I'm going to draw another line here which is going to be vertical. Okay, you'll see why we separate those terms like that. Now what we'll do is we will multiply A with B, A multiplied by B equal to, and we will create empty matrix here. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this term with this term, and I'm going to multiply this term with this term, and I'm going to add them together. Okay, so let's do that. 1 multiplied by 2 plus 2 multiplied by 6. Okay, so let's quickly erase those lines. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 1 with 4 and 2 with this 8. Okay, and add those together. 1 multiplied by 4 plus 2 multiplied by 8. Okay, now we will multiply 3 with this 2 and 4 with this 6. Okay, so let's write that here. 3 multiplied by 2 plus 4 multiplied by 6. Okay, so let's erase these lines. Now we will multiply this 3 with 4 and this 4 with 8. Okay, so 3 multiplied by 4 plus 4 multiplied by 8. Okay, and now let's calculate the values. A multiplied by B is going to be 1 multiplied by 2 is 2 plus 2 multiplied by 6 is 12, and 1 multiplied by 4 is 4 plus 2 multiplied by 8 is 16, and 3 multiplied by 2 is 6 plus 4 multiplied by 6 is 24, and 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, and 4 multiplied by 8 is 32. Okay, and now let us add those values. A multiplied by B is equal to, so this is going to be 2 plus 12 is 14, and 4 plus 16 is 20, and 6 plus 24 is 30, and 12 plus 32 is going to be 44. Okay, so this is the final resultant matrix, and that's how you multiply two matrices of similar dimension. Now let us see how to multiply two matrices of different dimension. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create again two matrices. Uh, I'm going to call the first matrix as A, and this matrix is going to have these values. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I'm going to create another matrix called B, and it is going to have these values. So 2, 4, 3, 1, let's say 6, and let's say 5. Okay, as you can see, the dimension of these two matrices are different. Okay, the dimension of this matrix A is going to be 2 mul 2 cross 3, where 2 is the number of rows and 3 is the number of columns. And the dimension of matrix B is going to be 3 cross 2, where 3 is the number of rows and 2 is the number of columns. Matrix multiplication is only possible if these two values are equal. Here we can see 3 is equal to 3. And the dimension of resultant matrix is going to be these two values, okay, which is going to be 2 cross 2. So I'm going to name these terms not R and C. I'm going to name this 2 as P cross, and I'm going to name this 3 as N, and I'm going to again name this 3 as N, and I'm going to name this 2 as Q. Okay, here we can see N is equal to 3, and the dimension of resultant matrix is going to be P cross Q. All right, so let us multiply these two matrices. I'm going to multiply A with B, and let us create the empty matrix. All right, so now I'm going to draw two lines. So the first line is horizontal. I'm going to draw it there, and I'm going to draw a vertical line here. Okay, I'm going to multiply this 1 with 2, and 2 with 3, and 3 with 6, and I'm going to add those together. So 1 with 2 plus 2 with 3 plus 3 with 6, 3 with 6. Okay, let's quickly erase these lines. And now I'm going to multiply this 1 with 4, 2 with 1, and 3 with this 5. Okay, so 1 with 4, I'm going to add 2 with 1, and I'm going to multiply 3 with 3 with 5. Okay, and now let us quickly erase these lines. Let's multiply this 4 with 2, 5 with 3, and 6 with 6. Okay, so we'll multiply 4 with 2, we'll multiply 5 with 3, 5 with 3 plus, I think it's 6 with 6, 6 with 6. Okay, now let's quickly erase these lines. Okay, and now we will multiply this 4 with this 4, 5 with this 1, and 6 with this 5. Okay, so we will multiply 4 with 4 plus 5 with 1, and we'll multiply 6 with 5. Okay, we'll multiply 6 with 5. Okay, now let's quickly calculate these values. So A multiplied by B. Okay, and now let us multiply and add those values. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, plus 2 multiplied by 3, plus 3 multiplied by 6, and I think that's 26. And let us multiply 1 with 4 plus 2 with 1 plus 3 with 5, that is 15, and that's 21. Okay, now let us multiply 4 with 2 plus 5 with 3 plus 6 with 6, and 59. The value is going to be 59. And 4 with 4 plus 5 with 1 plus 6 with 5, that is going to be 51. Okay, and as you can see, the dimension of this matrix is going to be 2 cross 2, which is P cross Q. Here we can see P cross Q is 2 cross 2. Okay, matrix multiplication is only possible if the number of number of columns of first matrix number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. Okay, as you can see, the number of columns of this matrix is 3, and the number of rows of second matrix is 3. So then only we are able to multiply these two matrices. Okay, if these two values are different, then we'll not be able to multiply these two matrices, and the dimension of resultant matrix is going to be P cross Q. Okay, here we saw the dimension of this A multiplied by B matrix is P cross Q. All right, so that's how you multiply two matrices. I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture. I'll see you guys in the next one.